exactly 6 feet.
You know how they work?
I go in the car and I went to the track.
No, exactly. No, okay, yeah, not like the ones that matter, but
No, for social shit. 2000 is not for social.
Oh, that's
They have seen you on Facebook.
I remember seeing them at Roseland.
all right.
It was the If I Should Fall from Grace and God tour.
oh my god,
Yeah.
Which moved me back.
Yeah, I was 16.
Brian.
I went to a
Really angry. Anyway. No, they were swans. They were swans. Alright, cool. But then we drove over.
To wake up. I just.
Sorry.
What does she look like? The orb, yeah.
I'll be back. Probably in 2000.
Nice.
Winner two, both of them?
Yeah.
Okay, they left.
See you guys.
I know.
They came on the opposite. Oh, it's right here.
They got the third one. I did the pony. Spielman and 41st Street.
How was it, guys? What'd you see?
I bet you
It will.
Anybody who needs music, I've got the music bag. Also, everybody should take a bottle of water and stick it in the back pocket or your side pocket. There's a cooler here with water.
Which way here? You want to face this way? All the green. Oh, yeah.
Happy.
Check, check. Check, check. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. ABC. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Need to get
Check, check. There's sort of a little bit. That's all right. Hey, check, check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Check, check. Hey.
Oh, okay.
Hey. They can make an announcement.
Do I have to hold it?
St. Pat's for All Stars.
St. Pat's for All Stars. Okay. Right. Welcome, everyone. We had a late start because it was raining so hard, but now it's not. The gods and goddesses were here. So let's hope it holds off for a while. Welcome to the St. Pat's for All Parade. The best parade in New York, the best parade in the country. The most, inclusive, welcoming parade in the USA to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Thank you so much for coming. This year, we are celebrating the memory of Macneilles, who was a big part of this parade and a big part of the LGBT equality movement and a big part of people with disabilities having equality. He was a human rights activist, and we lost him to COVID April 1st, 2020. So he's here with us, we're bringing his memory here, and we'll always remember Turlock. And our Grand Marshals this year is Turlock's family. Some of them have come from Belfast and from County Down, and some of them are here in New York, so we're honoring his family as our Grand Marshals this year. I want to introduce Turlock Macneilles' brother, who's come here from Belfast to be with us, and he'll say a few words. And his name is Brendan Nellis. Please welcome him.
Hello all. My name's Brendan, I'm Turlock's brother, and I'm very privileged to be here today. Our family are very privileged to be honoured as Grand Marshals for Turlock, and also Turlock's Way is very close to here. I'd like to say just a few words about Turlock. For all of you that don't know him, I think most of you do. My biggest thank you is to Kathleen and the St. Pat's for All committee for not only dedicating the 2022 parade to Turlock, but also for inviting us, my wife Patricia, my brother Tony, and most importantly, Turlock's husband Won. I'd like to take the opportunity to highlight some important events in Turlock's short life. As most of you will be aware, Turlock died on the 1st of April 2020, nearly 2 years ago. Turlock's yearning for justice and equality developed in his teenage years. While growing up in Belfast during the conflict, he became politically active in various nationalist youth movements, including Youth Against Hate Blocks and the Lesbian and Gays Against Hate Blocks and Armagh Prison. He also came out loud and proud around this time and became a fierce and articulate spokesperson within the core nationalist movement, particularly with Gays Against Imperialism movement. He was out loud and proud, making connections between the movements for LGBT equality and for national liberation. Turlock participated in forums and marches challenging the all too common prejudice, inequality and violence faced by gay youth. Turlock moved to New York City in 1985 and he quickly got involved in LGBTQ and Irish politics. He was proactive in the formation of ILGO, the Irish Lesbian and Gay Organisation, and he became an uncompromising and articulate spokesperson for this organisation. Turlock thrived in such environments, being warm, open and intelligent, while being both principled and fierce when tackling equality and human rights issues. In the early 1990s, Turlock joined the Lavender and Green Alliance and became active in promoting and advancing the right of the LGBTQ Irish people to walk in the main New York City parade. That took 25 years, but in 2016, Lavender and Green were invited to march. It was a momentous occasion for everyone. And I'll never forget it with my wife and Patricia, with Turlock and Won marched on to 5th Avenue. Such a cheer we got that day. And it was an historic moment for everyone. During those 25 years, St. Pat's for All flourished. Turlock was so proud to have been centrally involved with this great organisation, open to all New Yorkers and beyond. He will be looking down on us and smiling today. He's got rid of the rain already. That's Turlock. Since Turlock's death, there have been many accolades and tributes have flooded in for him. And as his family and his brother, we're so proud of him. His friend Sheila Brosnan, who is here somewhere, produced a beautiful film in which Turlock was one of the central characters. Marching On was premiered in Belfast as part of the Belfast Film Festival in 2021. The Museum of Free Derry have developed his archive into a touring exhibition. This has been presented in Belfast as part of the Féile in 2021 and in Manchester as part of their Pride Week, also in 2021. The city of Belfast, his home city, were planning to posthumously present Turlock's family with a mural certificate in recognition for his positive contribution to his home city of Belfast. As I'm sure you're aware, the New York City Council have recently named a street after Turlock in Queens, close to his home he shared with his husband Won, Turlock Macneilles Way, very close to here. And St. Pat's have dedicated this year's parade to Turlock, and I, along with Patricia, Tony and Won, are really proud of this. Turlock himself did not appreciate the high levels of esteem and positive regard people had of him. He would be both surprised and humbled by this level of recognition. Turlock was an amazing man, a husband, a brother, an uncle, and a friend. As an activist for justice and equality, he was principled, warm, and intelligent. As Brian Patton's poem, So Many Different Lengths of Time, state, a man lives for as long as we carry him inside of us, for as long as we carry the harvest of his dreams, for as long as we ourselves live, holding memories in common, a man lives. We do hold those common memories of Turlock. His legacy will live on, as long as we do. St. Pat's for All typifies Turlock's dream, a safe and welcoming place for all to march and celebrate being equal, regardless of colour, race, sexual orientation, disability, or any other difference. The core belief that we are all born equal and should treat and be treated others as such. Rest in peace, Turlock. Our days go row and anna. Thank you.
And now we'll have a few words from another brother of Turlock Macneilles, the wonderful family who have come from Ireland to be with us today. And his name is Tony Nellis. Welcome, Tony.
Thank you, everyone. Being Turlock's brother, there's absolutely no way I could let Brendan speak without me saying a few words. Turlock and I grew up in Belfast, the youngest two children in a family of 11. At a very young age, Turlock stood out from the crowd. He was an outstanding athlete, and his insatiable curiosity about the world around him led him to become the most intelligent person I've ever known. Although he was 4 years my senior, we were so close that sometimes we felt we were like twins and brothers. We were both very competitive personalities, especially with each other, and I'm sorry to say that I invariably came out second best in these exchanges. He somehow managed to simultaneously be my hero, my nemesis, and my soulmate, and I miss him every single day. He had a great interest in politics, and was a very principled person. Many have spoken of his integrity and his constant and consistent advocacy of the underdog. The driving force behind his activism was very simple. He desired equality for all, no more and no less. Throughout history, the fight to be treated as equal has been at the forefront of revolutionary minds. At the time of the French Revolution, the rallying call was for liberté, égalité, fraternité, liberty, equality, and brotherhood. When Patrick Pearse stood outside the GPO in 1916, he called for a republic which would cherish all the children of the nation equally. And when the American Declaration of Independence was written, it stated, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men were created equal." I can't help but think that had Turlock been there, he would have tapped Mr. Jefferson on the shoulder and said, "I think that would read better if you said, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all people were created equal." As a nationalist and a proud gay man, he struggled for equality his whole life. From growing up in Belfast when being gay was still a criminal offence, to decriminalisation and the history-making gay marriage referendum in Ireland in 2015, he has witnessed incredible change in the attitudes of the Irish nation over the years, but there is still a long way to go in the struggle. It came as no surprise to me that he found his spiritual home here at St. Pat's for All, an organisation whose very core is built on the principles of inclusion and equality. Some of the happiest photos of Turlock that I've ever seen are of him marching down this Drumm Avenue with one by his side and a rainbow flag in one hand and a tricolour in the other. There is nothing I wouldn't give for him to be here today. Well, since that's not possible, I'm proud to be marching with his friends, colleagues and comrades from this great city that he made his home. Let us march today with a smile on our faces and a song in our hearts, and afterwards we'll party like only Turlock could. Your legacy will live on, Turlock, for in the words of one of your favourite songs, you sowed the seeds of equality in your daughters and your sons. Rest in power, big man.
Thank you, Tony and Brendan. That was beautiful. We also wish he was marching with us, as he always does. And this parade has been here for 22 years, founded, as you know, by Brendan Fay. Brendan is here somewhere, so if you see him, give him a welcome and a hug. And we are so happy to be here despite the rain. I want to introduce you to a very honored guest that we're very privileged to have here today. Our new Irish Consul General, Helena Nolan. Please welcome her.
Thank you, Kathleen. We have so many honoured guests here today that I'm just going to dispense with ceremony and say, dear friends, a cordia, which is what we say in Ireland. I'm honoured to be here representing the Irish government and to bring you happy St. Patrick's Day greetings from the government and the people of Ireland. I've only been a few months here in New York. It's my first St. Patrick's Day here and my very first St. Patrick's Day parade here in the United States, and it's a very, very special one. I don't need the umbrella, I'm Irish, thank you. I'm sorry about the rain, but you know, we had to recreate a sense of Ireland and an Irish St. Patrick's Day here today. But I think you're all doing that magnificently. I am so thrilled and honoured to be here. I've always heard and wanted to know more about this parade, which is 23 years old today. Now that I'm here and that I've been able to meet a lot of the people who are involved in it, I can see why it is so special and so magnificent. To understand the courage, the persistence, but above all the kindness and the love that's at the heart of this parade is really wonderful to behold, and it's wonderful to see the inclusive community and cross-community spirit that informs everything you do here. There's another old phrase in Ireland, Céad Míle Fáilte, in the Irish language, which means 100,000 welcomes. And truly, that is the true spirit of this parade, where there is a welcome for everyone who is gathered here. And that's the way it should be, and always should have been. I know in that same spirit, even as we celebrate today, we'll want to keep in our hearts the courageous people of Ukraine and wish them the same peace and freedom that we all enjoy and that we value so much after the troubles of our own history. Human rights and the importance of our shared values has never been more important, and it's right and fitting that today the parade honours Charlotte Macneilles, who I didn't meet, but everything I've heard about him reinforces in me that sense of him as a courageous champion, a humanitarian, a great leader and a role model. And a very fitting tribute that his family marched for him today as Grand Marshal in absentia. So it's thanks to Turlock and to so many people here, including Brendan, who's been mentioned, and our dear friend Danny Drumm, but so many people here, that we march inclusively on the 17th of March down 5th Avenue, this year the 261st unbroken time. But it's also why we march here today. So we march for Turlock, we march for Ireland, we march for Irish America, we march for our friends in Ukraine, we march for all the people of the world who share those values of empathy, partnership, kindness and love. Thank you very much for being a mother.
And now I want to introduce our dear friend who's been with us from day one, who is really one of the founders with Brendan of this wonderful inclusive parade. And now we can say councilman, he'll always be councilman to us. Please welcome Danny Drumm.
Thank you very much, Kathleen, and thank you for everything you have done to bring us all together here today. We are very grateful that you are keeping this tradition alive. You are amazing. You have done so much work. You are selfless. It's beautiful. Let's give Kathleen Darcy a big round of applause. We love you. And of course to the family, to Turlock's family as well. Thank you for being here, for representing today. I remember that day very well. The last time we marched on March 1st, we were all together. Turlock was leading us with a huge Irish flag, waving it as we go down Skillman Avenue. We gathered in Saints and Sinners, and 1 month later, Turlock was dead. So today is the first time that we are back on the avenue, and we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate the life. We're going to celebrate Turlock. We're going to celebrate being Irish. We are very grateful to the Irish government for all of their support, and we have a wonderful, I don't know how Ireland keeps getting better consul generals each and every time they send someone to New York. Thank you, Ireland, and thank you, Consul General, as well, for being here with us. Now, it's my job to introduce a number of the elected officials who have joined us here today. We cannot ask or bring every single one up on the stage, but we will do borough-wide, city-wide, statewide, etc., and we'll make sure that everybody at least gets recognition for being here. But there is no bigger person, I think, here today than the United States Senator, the third most powerful person in the United States of America. Let's give a big round of applause to Senator Chuck Schumer.
Thank you, Danny. Let's hear it for this great guy, Danny Drumm. He is amazing. He will always be Danny to us. So this is a great, great day, and I want to thank our great leaders. I was here in the last parade where Turlock marched. I remember it, and it was an amazing day. And we do remember those who were lost in COVID, far too many. Many more who are mourning those who were lost. Every one of us can fit into that category, unfortunately. And we also think and pray for the brave Ukrainian people who are fighting the good fight. Yesterday I spoke with the President, Zelensky. They need those airplanes. I am putting pressure on our administration and working with our administration to get them the planes they need, because they cannot allow the massacre of their people to continue occurring, innocent men and women and children. Now, this parade is amazing, and I love the fact that it has always been all-inclusive and a parade commemorating the greatness of the Irish here in Queens and in New York and America, and it shares something. You know what New York has always been through the centuries, and America as well, but particularly New York? We say if you're persecuted, if there's bigotry against you, if you're not being allowed to live up your potential, come here. We said that to the Irish in the 1840s and onward, when the British would not let them even build their own churches and not let them practice their lives and their religion as they wished. And we said, come here to America. We have also said that, certainly in the last 50 years, to the LGBTQ plus community around the world. If you are not allowed to be who you are and love who you are because of bigotry and bullying and persecution, we welcome you here in New York. So this parade has a great symmetry, because New York, we love our diversity. We love the fact that we love one another, and we love the fact knowing the more diverse we are and the more we welcome all kinds of people, the greater we are as well. So happy St. Patrick's Day. Let us celebrate the great diversity of New York for all of us. Thank you, everybody. Have a great, great parade.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep moving along here. Now, let me bring up the Lieutenant Governor for the state of New York, a great friend to the Irish community and to the LGBT community. A big round of applause for Brian Benjamin.
It is a pleasure to be here today with all of you. My name is Brian Benjamin, and I have the proud honor as Lieutenant Governor of being a friend of our governor, Kathy Hochul, who is the proud granddaughter of Irish immigrants. You know, as I stand here and I look out and see all of you, it reminds me that for too long in our society, identity has been used to divide us, has been used to separate us. But when I stand here and look at this beautiful crowd and think of Tarlock's memory, and thank you, Kathleen Walsh-Darcy, for putting this on today, I am reminded that identity can bring us together. When I see beautiful people, LGBTQ, Irish, Black, Greek, Asian, Latino, all of us standing here together, we can all be proud of St. Patrick's Day together. It's not an either or, it's a both and. That is the beauty of America. That is the beauty of New York, that we can celebrate and love ourselves and love each other for our differences, because our differences don't divide us, they should unite us. And that is what I believe in, that is what Governor Kathy Hochul believes in, and we wanted to bring a proclamation to honor the fact that we are starting anew. As we come out of COVID, we are going to use this parade as a launching pad to a better, brighter future for all of us. We will fight for the Ukrainians because their rights are our rights. We will fight for all of our immigrants, everyone who is fighting for a better life. Their rights are our rights, and we will do it today, marching in St. Pat's for all. Not for some, not for few, but for all. Thank you very much.
Okay, now I'd like to bring up the Comptroller for the state of New York, someone who has been with us almost since the inception of the parade. Let's give a big round of applause to Comptroller Tom DiNapoli.
Thank you to the always honorable Danny Drumm, right? Give him another round of applause. To Kathleen and the St. Pat's for All Committee, to our friend Brendan, who I haven't seen yet, but he's out there somewhere, right? It is great to be back with you once again. Happy St. Patrick's Day. This is the spirit of New York, right here on Skillman Avenue in Queens. We're right here. And think of what's happening in too many other states in this great country of ours, where they're passing laws and rolling back protections to protect people, especially the trans community. What we do here in New York is very different, and we're never going backwards, we're only going forwards. To Tarlock's family, to Juan and his family who are here, thank you for honoring us with your presence. Thank you to our Consul General Nolan for being with us as well. And I just want to say to Tarlock's family, besides celebrating Tarlock, I know that connection to Belfast. And New York State continues to be the only pension fund in America that has a specific allocation of our investment money to go to the north of Ireland and to transform on the ground what has been lacking, which is economic opportunity for all communities, so that the troubles of the past stay in the past, and we continue to be in partnership with the people of the north of Ireland in fighting for change and trying to keep the peace by putting more people to work, Protestant, Catholic, whoever they are. So I want you to, we stand in solidarity with you back home as well. So happy St. Patrick's Day, enjoy this wonderful parade. It's an honor to be with you once again.
Thank you. Now let's bring up our congressional delegation. I see we have Congresswoman Carolyn Maloney is here. Congresswoman Grace Meng is here. Come on up. Congressman Maloney.
Danny, thank you so much, and thank you to our dignitaries from Ireland and everyone who's part of this great parade. This parade is about what's very American, inclusion, including everyone. And the St. Pat's for All parade is about including everyone. And you know the Irish, they invite everyone to the party. So we're celebrating inclusion, the Irish, everyone, but we've got to remember that the Irish suffered a lot of discrimination. It wasn't too long ago that they had these signs up, Irish need not apply. But then everybody got over it. And we've got to get over any type of bigotry, or exclusion that this country has. And that's what this parade is about. It's also about being proud of who you are, proud of who you love. And guess what? St. Paddy's Day is coming, and everybody's going to be proud of being Irish, because we're all Irish on that day. Kiss me, I'm Irish. Thank you.
Congresswoman Grace Meng.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Congresswoman Grace Meng, so proud to represent parts of Queens. Is this not the best St. Paddy's Day parade in the entire city? Come on, Brad. Just today. I want to thank our good friend, councilman, former councilman, and mentor to so many, Danny Drumm. Let's give him a round of applause. To Brendan, to Kathleen, to our Consul General, thank you so much for being here, and to everyone who makes this parade one of the most inclusive events all throughout the year and all throughout the city. We have been so proud working with Congresswoman Maloney and our Majority Leader Schumer to pass the Equality Act in the House, and we're going to continue to fight until we pass it in the Senate and until it becomes law of the land. We have a lot of work to do in this country, and I won't speak too long because the rain's coming and we want to march and celebrate, but I just wanted to say a message to our trans youth around the country, in Texas, and all around the world. We see you, we love you, and we are going to be there for you. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you very much. Now let's bring up the Comptroller for the City of New York, Brad Lander.
Thank you so much, Danny. Thank you, Kathleen. Big thank you to Brendan. I'm going to come back to Brendan in a minute. Thank you, Consul General. What an honor to be out here in Sunnyside, working together to build a genuinely inclusive, multiracial democracy in this country, which you can feel being fought for and born right here. And boy, both the Irish community and the LGBTQ community doing so much to push that forward. Grace mentioned how we have to keep fighting that fight because folks in Texas and in Florida and in Iowa and so many other states are fighting to repress LGBTQ and especially our transgender young people. But even right here, I'm coming to you this morning. I was out on Staten Island with our friends at the Pride Center of Staten Island, demanding to be able to march in their Staten Island St. Pat's Parade. So hopefully next year we'll have that. We'll be out there in Staten Island. Everything is gained and nothing is lost when we celebrate our heritage and welcome all our people to be their free and full selves. And I also want to thank now, as New York City Comptroller, the Irish community for doing a lot of work to think about how we use our financial tools to push for freedom. Irish folks during the freedom and independence struggles worked hard to say, let's make sure as Americans we're thinking about our investments and how we spend. And I'm really proud that this week the New York City pension funds became the first public pension funds in the country to divest our assets from Russia in support of people in Ukraine. We worked together with our partners at the state level, State Controller DiNapoli. We have so much more to do, and I just want to end with this, because as we're celebrating Irish freedom, as we're standing by and supporting Ukrainian freedom, let's make sure that we understand that it's everyone's, because we need to be standing with our Asian American brothers and sisters, our Muslim brothers and sisters, our Black brothers and sisters, our Latino brothers and sisters. St. Pat's for all, that spirit is genuinely inclusive, multiracial democracy, and it doesn't stop until all our people are free. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to march with you today. That's what I was going to say about Brendan. He's not on the stage because he's out there organizing to push us to fight harder for nuclear disarmament and already organizing to push pressure on me. So thank you so much.
Our Consul General is the lead negotiator for Ireland on nuclear disarmament. Thank you for your work on that as well. I'd like to now bring up my very dear friend, somebody who had the great opportunity to work with in the New York City Council, who is doing a fantastic job leading our council, our council of majority of women members. Let's give a big round of applause to Council Member Speaker Adrienne Adams. And council members, come on up. Where are our council members? Let's bring them over anyway. We want to see their faces, and I'm sure we're going to announce all of them who are here. I think this is the largest contingent of city council members ever to march in the St. Pat's for All parade. Maybe some could line up here too if we can't all fit on the stage. And the new chair of the council's Irish caucus, Keith Powers, is here. Speaker Adams.
Thank you so much, our forever Councilmember Danny Drumm, everyone. This is an amazing day as we stand here with Turlock's family, who love him very much. Kathleen, thank you so much for bringing us. Brendan, you're out there. Thank you for organizing us. Thank you for bringing this beautiful rainbow coalition right here again to Skillman Avenue, where we belong, to celebrate. I stand here before you as the first African-American Speaker of the New York City Council with an Irish brother-in-law. So we are representative of all of us today. We bring the rainbow in every color, every flavor, every gender. So we are here standing in love with you, as we always have and we always will be. We in the New York City Council have the largest delegation of LGBTQ members ever. We are proud of them as we stand in many majorities today. We stand in a majority first, female majority council. We stand here with membership that has never been represented before. We stand with our South Asian coalition, our Asian coalition, our Jewish coalition, our Irish coalition, our everybody coalition. We are here for you because we are queens. We have to bring everybody in because Queens is the world's borough. And we are the example of the world and for the world. We celebrate, we appreciate, so let's march. Let's march on in the memory of Turlock. Let's do this in the memory of everything that is pure about New York City. Let's show the world how it's done with inclusion. Let's march on. I'm going to try to name my members that are here today. I'm not going to miss anybody. Councilmember Brannon, your representative, Councilmember Julie Won. Councilmember Chiosei. Councilmember Natasha Williams. Councilmember Amanda Farias. Councilmember Rita Joseph. Councilmember Sandra Ung. Councilmember Marjorie Velasquez. Councilmember Linda Lee. Councilmember Shekhar Krishnan. Councilmember Joanne Ariola. Councilmember Savina Brooks Powers. Councilmember Mercedes Narcisse, Councilmember Lynn Schuman, Councilmember Tiffany Caban, Councilmember Crystal Hudson, Councilmember Keith Powers. Who did I miss? I didn't miss Savina. I got them all.
Now, if she was in my class, I would give her an A. Let's give an A to our new speaker, Adrienne Adams. Thank you, Madam Speaker. All right, now I do want to bring up the state senator. I'm going to ask the council members if we can bring him up. Julie, you stay here with us. State Senator Mike Gianaris, in whose district we are in. And I want to take this opportunity to also announce we have been joined by State Senator Jessica Ramos. We have been joined by Assemblywoman Catalina Cruz. Assemblymember David Whipprin is here as well. And David marched in the first parade. Jessica Gonzalez Rojas is here with us as well. Oh, our borough president is here. Mr. Borough President, please come up.
It's great to see so many council people, but get off the stage already.
All right, everybody. Back in Sunnyside, for so many of us, this parade was the last big public event we had before everything shut down. So it's so great to be back all together once again in 2022. Kathleen, you're doing amazing work. Together with Bill, our friend Danny, of course, has been here from the very beginning. I have been so privileged to represent this parade and this community in my entire time in the Senate. I have not missed a parade the whole time. We have done amazing work together. Since we took the majority in the state Senate with the help of so many of you, we have passed gender, we have banned conversion therapy. Of course, we were one of the first states to pass marriage equality in the country, and we've done that with all of your help and the help of our great colleagues like Senator Jessica Ramos, Assemblyman Jessica Gonzalez-Rojas, all the other Jessicas that are out there. And I gotta thank the Consul General of Ireland for bringing us this great Irish weather. Orla here is with me, is traveling to Ireland next month on the same day as the Consul General. She's gonna take care of her over there. But let me thank you all for coming out and showing yourselves today in Sunnyside. We're gonna have a great march. The rain has stopped. The sun's gonna come out. Our Attorney General is here, Tish James. Let's hear it for Tish. Long live the St. Patrick's Day for All parade in Sunnyside.
I see that we have the President of the Borough of Queens here with us. Let's give a big round of applause to my friend Donovan Richards. Yes, where's Melinda?
Is Queens in the house? I don't hear y'all. Let's give it up for the Queen of Queens, Danny Drumm. It is so great to be here. First of all, let me say hi to my friend Brendan. Obviously, Kathleen, thank you so much. St. Pat for all. This is what America looks like. This is what our borough is all about. Celebrating our diversity. 190 countries represented in Queens County. 350 languages and dialects spoken in Queens County. If you want to get a taste of the world, come down to Queens County. Today is great because we are celebrating the Irish. My name is Donovan, if you didn't recognize that. But also, we recognize the contributions that this community has made to the culture, to our tourism, to who we are as a borough. And of course, we want to make sure that in everything we do, that we are inclusive. And matter of fact, we need to send another message to another borough about what St. Patty's Day is all about. And we should not fund any organizations or parades that are not inclusive of the LGBTQ plus community. There should be no city, state, or federal funding going to them. But it is great to be here once again, right here on Skillman Avenue, seeing all of you. It's been a tough year for our borough, but one thing we know about Queens, folks, is that we are resilient, that we are strong, and that when we stick together, we are stronger together. When we break down those walls of division, we are stronger together. God bless you all. Great to be here. Congratulations. Queens, let's get the money. Queens is the future.
All right, now let's give a big round of applause to the District Attorney for the Borough of Queens, my dear friend, Melinda Katz.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Thank you to Danny, thank you to Kathleen, thank you to the entire board of this parade. It is so important that we're out here every day, every year. I think I've done this about 20 years now with you, Councilman Drumm. I started when I was 10. But we're out here celebrating. It is a great day to be at Queens County. It's a great day to be in a St. Patrick's Day parade. It is my job to make sure that we can do whatever we please, how we love each other, the countries we come from, the languages we speak. It is important that in Queens County we send a message that any hate crimes will not be tolerated, but also the underlying attack of individuals because of where they are from is not tolerated as well. But today is about a celebration. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm so proud of Queens County for our history of doing this every single year. Inclusion for all. Happy St. Pat's.
I want to now take the opportunity to introduce you and to thank our new councilwoman from Sunnyside, Woodside. Let's give a big round of applause. Somebody who I was very proud to support as well. Let's give a big round of applause to Julie Won.
Sunnyside, make some noise! Hi everybody, my name is Julie Won. I'm the new council member representing this district. Sunnyside, Woodside, the Holland City, Astoria. This is what community looks like. We have taken over all of Skillman Avenue, and it is my honor to be here with you for the 22nd St. Pat's for All Parade. Special thanks to Brendan Fabe, to Kathleen, and all of the community organizers that have been here year after year. After 2 years of not having the St. Pat's for All Parade in these streets, our hearts are full and our love is overflowing in these streets for everyone to celebrate and honor Tarlik Macneilles' family and the amount of work that he has done to make sure that these parades have gone on all of these years. So every step that we take today, may we remember him, and may we celebrate the LGBTQ community who has brought us all together for equality, for all of the work that they are doing to make sure that all human rights are for everyone. So thank you so much, community, for being here. I look forward to marching with you. Come say hi. The bars are open. Support our small businesses. And this is by far the biggest city council contingent that we have had for the St. Pat's for All Parade. So solidarity across all of the city to say that St. Patrick's Day is for everyone and that we are going to continue to keep up the good fight to make sure that equality is for all. Thank you. And thank you, former Councilmember Drumm.
Thank you so much, Julie. And last but definitely not least, my good friend, somebody who I was so proud to be able to have worked with and form the Progressive Caucus in the New York City Council, who is now at the top leadership of the state as our Attorney General. Let's give a real Irish warm welcome to the fabulous, fabulous Tish James.
We're back! Yay! We're back! Woo! Listen, I want to give a lot of credit to the trailblazer, Danny Drumm, who started all of this. Because this parade is about love. This parade is about courage. This parade is about pride. This parade is about accepting who you are and your allies. And so we march today for democracy. We march for freedom today. We march for those individuals in Ukraine today. Yes! And we march today because we love everyone, and it's about acceptance. And so I will use the law both as a sword and as a shield to protect the LGBT community in New York, in Texas, in Florida, in Ohio, in all of those red states that will not accept others, because there is more of us than there are of them. We are one and we're back.
Thank you very much, Tish James. We love you. Thank you all. We're going to get ready to march now. Let's give another round of applause to Kathleen Walsh-Darcy. Let's go, folks. Let's go. Let's show our Irish.
Okay, we're going to get ready to march. I just want to say just a word from our community board, our brave community board members in this district. And I want to introduce Maureen.
Hello! Hello! I just want to make this really quick because I know everybody's eager to start marching. I just want to say, first, get ready. When I say St. Pat's, you say for all. And the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. St. Pat's! For all! St. Pat's! For all! St. Pat's! For all! You know, somebody told me recently that I was the first openly queer community board chair of Community Board 2. I am absolutely shocked because I stand on the shoulder of those great people who preceded me in civic life. Danny Drumm, Colin, his family is here. I am so filled with joy and pride to be standing before you in my community to say welcome back. We are here for St. Pat's for All. We are here welcoming in person again the parade that celebrates diversity in the borough that is diversity. So let's get this parade on.
Again, I want to thank the wonderful committee. It took so many people to put this together, working every week for months, going to Zoom meetings because we couldn't have in-person meetings at first. So please give a hand to the board and the committee of St. Pat's for All. Now we're going to march. I'm asking you all to find the banners, find the banners.
I'm already ready. I'm
Take care, all right? Gracias, bye-bye.
Hey, look over here. Claims ahead last year. Carlos.
course they do.
Try to get my boss's face in the photo somehow. I can't see them. I gotta be on that side.
St. Patrick's Day morning. 7 of the girls will be on the Today Show dancing live. What is all of this?
There's the PJ Horgan.
Lana para ka na din.
where we, wasn't it the
Okay, well have fun. I'll see you at dawn. How are you? All right. Yeah, it's dawn.
Turn out.
To all the drummers.
Oh my bronze, oh my cold, that's how I go home. She's handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She's courting 1, 2, 3, please don't tell me who is she. The wind and the rain and the hail blow high, and the snow comes tumbling from the sky. She's as nice as apple pie, she'll get her own life by and by. When she gets a light of her own, she won't tell her till she comes home. Let them all come as she will, now the Mooney she will fill.
Avis en Castro.
The Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. Knock at the door and ringing the bell, oh my true love, are you well? And she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. Old Johnny Mary says she'll die, she doesn't get the fellow with the rolling eye.
for all.
Actually, I mistook one of those. Yeah, come on.
Huele solo alma de provinciana, huele esa linda rosa temprana. Guadalajara, rosa de río, porque estoy en esta cacería. Guadalajara, Guadalajara, huele esa pura tierra mojada. Como las tardes en que la luna de la luna glaseas las aprueba.
Yes.
Oh, just hope you're on the road.
All the singers are just coming in the door.
There is no outside. That's why I say, of course, I'm not taking it. Oh. Still not ready for that.
Ya me dio pena, pues ya va luego. It's an honorable to hire such as Gina. All right, we got it.